In this video, we're going to optimize your website using RankMath SEO. I'm gonna help you by installing the software, setting it up, and we'll dive into the way that RankMath calculates your score, but I'm also gonna help you to optimize your website pages and to adopt the mindset of a SEOer. I will show you everything RankMath has to offer you to get successful in the search engines. And I can help you out because I am the WordPress doctor. I've been building websites since 2001 and I've been building WordPress websites since 2004. I have my own national hosting company and my web development agency, and I optimize websites almost every single day for my clients and for my own personal project. Why? Because I love it. SEO is awesome. Isn't it amazing that you can optimize your website and someone else somewhere in the world will find your website, is happy with the content and reads it and maybe even buy your products? That is so awesome. Let's go, man. This is gonna be fun. Go to wpressdoctor.com/RankMath. And we will go to the website of RankMath. Press this button download on the right side of the website. Okay, and it will start downloading to your computer. Log into your WordPress website. If you're still using WP Admin to log in, that's not a very safe way to log into your WordPress website. So please watch my tutorial about WordPress security, the Circle of 5. So today we will be optimizing the website GreenStay. Let's go to Plugins, Add New. You press Upload Plugin and we select the file that we just downloaded from RankMath. Press Install Now and press Activate Plugin. Now we are installing RankMath on a website that has never been used for SEO purposes before, so this is the screen RankMath will get you. It will say connect a free account. Well, I would suggest you do that because this will give you access to some more features of RankMath, and it is free and it will always stay free. So press connect your account, and if you're new, you press this button and you press register now. Create a free account. Let's use our email address. Just fill in your name, your email address, and press register. We are about to activate RankMath on this website. We're gonna optimize greenstayapartments.com, so we press OK. Let's go for the advanced option and we press Start Wizard. So what is your website? GreenStay, well, it's not a personal blog, it's a small business site. If you have another website, just pick your website that fits in this category. Now the business type is very important for your Google Rich Snippet, so choose one that fits what your website is all about. Now, apartments is not one of the lodging businesses, so we just choose the upper lying category, and that is this one, the lodging business. Your company name is the name of your business. In this case, it is GreenStay. Let's add our logo, upload your logo, or select it from the media library. Now we immediately get a message from RankMath which say a squared image is preferred by the search engines. Alright, let's provide the search engines with a squared image. And I press add or upload file, I do my file upload, and I upload the new square logo to my media library. Now, what you already can see, we're already starting with some little SEO. Look at this file name of this logo. It's GreenStay Apartments Netherlands logo.png. Why is it Apartment Netherlands? Well, all the apartments they are renting are in the Netherlands. So we are targeting on Apartments Netherlands. Let's make that our file name and also our alt text. And we press use this file. Let's get a default social share image. It's the image when you share your website on, for example, Facebook or WhatsApp or any other kind of social media platform, that image will be shown to the other people. So we have to make it something that is interesting to click on. Watch the recommended image size, it's 1200 by 630. So I've created one, let's upload that one. And what you will see here is that this social share image is optimized to share on devices. We press use this file, it has the right size, and it is a beautiful picture of a bedroom with the logo. We press save and continue. So RankMath wanna make a connection with Google Search Console. It is highly recommended that we do. So we need to get our authorization code. You can click this button if you already have connected your website to the Google Search Console. If you have not, follow my instructions to do so. First we go to Google Analytics, that is analytics.google.com, and we press Start Measuring. We're gonna create an analytics account. Fill in your account name and press Next. We're gonna measure a website, click Next, and fill in your website name and the URL of your website. Make sure that it's HTTPS if you're using SSL certificate, which I highly recommend for SEO purposes and conversion rates. Select your industry and press the reporting time zone that you would like to use. Press Create, accept all the terms and agreements. If you want to have emails from Google, then I suggest you check this, but I think you really don't, so uncheck all and save. We got it. No thank you. And we go with this code. We just click on it, right click, and we copy this code, and we're gonna add it to the head section of your website. Now adding this to the head site is different for every theme. If you're using Divi, just go to Divi Theme Options. You go to Integration, and here you go. Just paste it up here and press the Save Changes button. Now go to Google Search Console, and that is search.google.com. We press Start Now, and it's gonna ask us to fill in a property. Well, let's use the URL prefix and type in the URL of your website and press Continue. It's gonna check our verification, and because we have added the Google Analytics code to our website, it should validate now automatically. Here we go, our ownership is verified because of the Google Analytics code, so now Google knows that we actually own this website. Press Go to Property and we press Start. Alright, you can close all these messages and we go back to RankMath, and now we can click on Get Authorization Code. A pop-up will come up and it says, which account would you like to use? We use the WordPress Doctor. Then RankMath wants to access your Google account. We press Allow, and we copy this code with this little button, and we go to RankMath, we paste our code here, and we press Authorize. And here we go. It selected the right website, so we can press Save and Continue. Here we have the sitemap. We will choose our configuration. Well, we definitely want to have a sitemap, so you should turn this on. We want to include images also. And these post tab, you have to select them, which one you are using on your website. If you're using posts, you have to select it. If you use project, use it, and pages, of course. On this website, we're only using pages, so I'm only gonna check that one. If you use categories, project tags, or project categories, use the select, else leave them deselected. Alright, press save and continue. Now we are at the optimization SEO tweaks. Leave this on no index, that is fine, because we don't want empty categories and tag archives in the Google search results. Trust me, I've seen it happen and it's a lot of spam into your SEO rankings, so please turn this on. No follow external link, don't turn this on because you do not want to be a dead end for the internet. Google likes it when you have some links going out of your website. If you have an awful lot of links, you should definitely think about what you should do with this option, but I never recommend turning this on. Open external links in new tab window. This is such an awesome feature that you should really use, because have you ever been to a website and you click on a link and you just went to another website and never came back? That is because the new link was open in the same window, so you will definitely lose your visitors. So turn this on because it will save you a lot of visitors. Press save and continue. Alright, it says your website is ready, but let's set up advanced options. We have the role manager. If you don't have any other people working on your website but yourself, you can just disable this option. If you have more people working on your website, this could be very handy. You could change every role and what their capabilities are with Rank Math. Just leave them like this or turn it off and press save and continue. You can always change this later. The 404 monitor is a very awesome tool. Let's turn it on, because when someone hits a 404 on your website, or your visitor will open a page that doesn't exist, or your visitor will follow a link that leads to a no page, or the page has been deleted or renamed, then this monitor will let you know that there are some things going wrong on your website. So turn this on because it's very handy. Redirections. This is also very awesome, because on this way we can find the 404 monitors and redirect them to the right page. Also, this is very handy when you're using affiliates or broken links, or basically these options are 2 plugins also inside of Rank Math. This is so great. So press save and continue. We go to the schema markup, and in the old days you would need an extra plugin just for the schema markup, and now this is all available within one SEO plugin. I'm really thankful that Rank Math has all installed this in the free version. So if you want a schema markup, then you should leave this on, but it's only necessary if you have your post that is one of these types of schema markup. If you don't have products, recipes, restaurants, videos, person, service, or anything in this list, you can turn it off. Maybe you wouldn't think so, but our apartments on the GreenStay website are actually products. They receive actual reviews from customers, so we will be using the product schema markup. Alright, we don't actually use it for posts. We will use it for pages, the schema markup for product. Alright, save and continue. Here we are at the dashboard of Rank Math. There you see all the modules that Rank Math has to offer us. Alright, let's go quickly to all the modules. The 404 monitor, you can turn it off and on right here or enter the settings. ACF, this is advanced custom fields. If you have that on your website, you can turn it on or else just leave it. AMP is for the accelerated mobile pages for your website. If you are in a very competitive niche, or you just want a awesome site speed on your mobile, you can just turn this on. But remember, if you use the AMP plugin, the free version, you will lose all your layout on the mobile, because that's the way the software works. If you do want the layout on your AMP pages, you have to pay for the plugin, but it is also a very awesome thing that it's integrated in Rank Math. bbPress, if you have it, turn it on. BuddyPress, the same. Image SEO, advanced image SEO options. Well, this one we should turn on, because it will automate the task of adding all the alt and title text to your image. This is great, so turn it on and press on the settings button. We have to turn this on, because if we forget to add a alt text to our image, then this one will automatically add it. Now this is very important for your SEO. Why? Because you have to tell Google what's in the image. Of course they can see the image, and the IA is very intelligent, so they could really find out what this image is about. But it's also necessary that we add the alt text manually. And if you don't, this little thing will make sure that it will be automatically added. You can add this also, because it is also great. Save changes. And then we go back to the dashboard to see all the modules. Alright, we had the images. The link counter counts the total number of internal, external links. This is great, we really need that on the website. Local SEO and knowledge graph. This is a module that if you have a local business, then you can turn this on. If you operate national, you can also turn this on, but if you have like a web shop, then, well, it's not necessary, but you can leave it on also if you have an address where your business is situated. If you just have a blog and you don't have a business, then you can just turn this off. Redirections, we talked about that, is on schema markup. I told you about that. You can turn it on or off, whatever you want. Role manager, search console, we've done that. SEO analysis, of course. Sitemap, yes. WooCommerce, not on this particular website, but if you do, turn it on, of course. Alright, let's go to another tab. We got the Help tab, the Setup Wizard, we've already done that, and we have the Import and Export. And this is just if you want to export everything and import it later on, or you want to delete everything and start all over and you have a backup or some sort. Let's go through all the options before we start optimizing our website. Let's go to the general settings. We start first with links. On the first option, you can strip the category base. This is sometimes really handy. I have a lot of clients where I just have to code it in manually to remove the category or turn the option on using some kind of plugin, because it just keeps doing this category in the permalink settings. So in the old days you have to change this at the settings and permalinks options, but you can do it right here from RankMath just to strip the category base. If you do have all kind of categories, this little text category is just not that fancy and it doesn't help you with SEO, so you can just turn it on and then this category will be removed from your URLs. We don't use categories on this website, so I just can leave it off. Redirect all attachment to the page URLs. This is very important to leave it on, because WordPress tends to create different pages per media file you have uploaded, and that is not good for SEO because it will create all kind of different pages. Just go to images. No, you don't want that. You want the images to go to the page that it has been uploaded to, so leave this on. Redirect attachment orphans to go to the main page. That's right. No follow external links. Well, you can do this, but I would suggest to not do this, because you don't want to be a dead end for Google and the internet. Because if you don't have external links on your website, putting no follow on them, well, then you are not sharing any link juice, so I would suggest to turn this off. No follow image file links to external sources. You can just leave this off, and I always recommend do not use images from other domains except yourself because of mixed content and other problems that may arise from that. Open external links in new tab window. Definitely turn this on, because this is a great option within RankMath, because when you follow a link on a website, it is so irritating when that link opens in the same window, because now your website is gone. Visitors has left your website. So when you turn this on, every other external link will open in a new tab. That is such an awesome feature. Press Save Changes and we go to the next. Breadcrumbs is a really awesome function within RankMath SEO. We have seen this working also in Yoast SEO, but in RankMath they also implemented it. So you can use this and you can code it in manually or place this shortcode on your page or layout anywhere. This is very handy and you should use this because it's good for SEO, and it's also very user friendly for your visitors, because they always know when they are and how they can move to another page or go back to where they came from. You could just change this the way you like that. I would like this little separator, and that would be great, and we press Save Changes. Alright, the images, we have already been here. Let's go to the Webmaster Tools. If you want to connect your website to like Bing Webmaster Tools of Baidu, Alexa, Yandex, or Pinterest, or Norton Safe Web Verification ID, you can just enter it all here. Alright, let's go to robots.txt, and this is the robots.txt that RankMath will generate. We don't have to change this, and you can't even change that, so we press Save Changes. So we just go to Others. Show SEO score. Well, you definitely do not want to have the SEO score on your front end, because visitors really don't care. This is RSS content. You can add it before and after in your RSS feed. This is handy if you have a blog website with a lot of news, so you can add something like this news was originally from this website. If you don't have it or you don't know what it means, just leave it like this. Press Save Changes. And let's go to the next option, Edit htaccess. This is a big warning, and it is so true. If you edit this file and you remove, for example, one line or one letter, then your website will completely break down. Trust me, I have seen it many times before because people just thought, hey, this is fun, let's add something here. So don't do anything here, go to the next option, 404 monitor. Alright, the 404 monitor has been set up correctly from the start, so thank you RankMath. The mode is simple because you only need the advanced mode if you have to have very detailed information that you can't find in the normal log. Just leave this at 100. Press Save Changes. We already connected this, so this is alright. And yes, the datasets are empty because we have just added a new website to the Search Console. So this will be there for a couple of days. Alright, let's go to redirections. Now this is a very awesome tool and we should just leave this all the same except for the outer post redirect. This is such a awesome and strong feature. If you turn this on, and I would suggest you do, if you change the slug or the URL of a post or page, it will automatically create a redirect. So you won't miss any visitors anytime. So that is a very awesome and strong feature. Don't forget, if you change the URL and you have to change it back, it is possible that there will be generate a redirect loop. So you will enter the page again, and if you have changed it twice or the third time or the fourth time, it will keep on generating redirects. So if you see something strange with your redirections, just go to this options in RankMath and you can turn it off. We press Save Changes. Alright, let's go to the next option, titles and meta. Now this is where the fun part begins, because here is the global meta. You can just leave this all the same. This just says, does Google need to index your website? Well, of course. If you put it to no index, then your website will be blocked out from Google and you will see in Google the message, this website cannot be indexed in Google. That is very wrong. You don't want to press this button, so please leave it on index and leave everything alone. Alright, do we the advanced robotext? We don't need to change this. No index, empty categories and tag archives. Yes, please, because if they are empty, we don't want to let them index by Google because it's all spammy for your SEO. Alright, let's go to the separator character. This is the preview of our title in Google. Post title - green stay. Let's make this separator a little more fancy with this pipe. Right, post title, pipe, green stay. This is much better. Now, you can choose anything you would like to have in your titles. If you like this one or this one, it doesn't really matter. It is just a matter of taste and what you like. I would like the pipe, so that's cool. Capitalized titles. I would not recommend this because it can look a little bit spammy. And if you want to add capitalized titles in your posts or pages, that is still possible. Do it the manual way per page and per post. So just leave this off. We already uploaded a Open Graph thumbnail, so that is our social share image. This is awesome. Twitter card, yes, and press Save Changes. Let's go to the next option, which is local SEO. Well, if you're a person or an organization, you can choose it right. This is the name of your business, your company, or if you have a person, a blog, it would be your person's name. Here, upload your logo. We already did it, make it square, because that is preferred by search engines. And when Google says jump, we only ask how high. Alright, you enter your URL of your website, enter your email address from your website. Enter your street address. If you're unsure or your business if your business is not in this list, please leave it blank with none or choose a local business. You have to fill in your opening hours right here. And your format, your customer service phone number. This website is in Europe, so we would need euros. Here you can select your about page. They really don't have a about page that is specifically about, so this page comes closest to the about page. The contact page, of course, they have that Google Maps API key. I'm not really sure why that is in RankMath, because the Google Maps API key is often used within your theme. If you have a good theme, then it is inserted right there. So leave it blank, and if you want to use it, enter your API key. If you don't know what it is, just leave it here. Geo coordinates, your latitude and longitude values, you can add them here and you can Google how you can get those values from Google Maps. Alright, press Save Changes. Then we go to the social meta. Here you can enter your Facebook page URL. Let's do it right here. Your authorship, you can use your own personal Facebook URL, your Facebook admin, and Twitter username. Alright, press Save Changes. Let's go to the homepage option. This is set in your page. If you have a blog and your front page is just your latest post, then you will see here another text and you can just fill it out. We'll be doing that in just a second. So this setting is all good, except if you want to add something next to Greenstay. So let's say I want to have in all titles also Servants Apartments. Greenstay Servant Apartment. Let's do it like this. We can change the titles per post and per page. So you can just add this if you want there. Because for example, if this is a contact page, it will look like this. We have a lot of space here. If we remove this, we have a lot unused space for our visitors, and we want to tell our visitors more about the business, and we want to tell Google more about our website. The archives, I don't want no index on archives because I don't use post archives. If you do use posts because you're on a blogging site or you use posts for a different reason, leave it on index and press Save Changes. Alright, let's go to authors. If you have multiple authors on your website and they're actually writing blogs, you should leave this on enabled. If you have multiple authors and they're just creating pages and no post, you should disable this. You should also disable this if you're just the only one who works on your website, because then you would have a About Me page and there they can read everything about the author. So you really don't need this if you're the only one. If you have multiple authors, then you should enable this because it is cool. You would have a page where you can display all the posts created by a specific author. Let's press Save Changes and we go to the next option, which is MISC Pages. Alright, I don't want to have date archives because I don't have blogs or anything like that, so I press Disable. If you have a blog, press Enable. This is our 404 title if a page is not found. Make it a little bit more friendly to users. Whoops. Page not found. Greenstay. Let's make the search results title a little bit more friendly. So results for search query, page number, separator, site name. So results for example search page. That will be great. And we don't want a search result to be indexed by Google because that will create a lot of spammy results if you have a big website. So leave that on. You could leave this off if you have a very big website and you don't want to display it on this way. You should turn this on. And we don't have this on Greenstay, so I just turn it on. We have no archive subpages, so I turn this on. And if you do have password protected pages, you really should turn this on because you don't want them to be indexed. Press Save Changes and we go to the next option, which is posts. Alright, a single post title. Well, I already told you we don't have posts, but let's make it more interesting. So I just add Serviced Apartments to the posts. Alright, now the post description is the excerpt by default, but you can also change this, of course, per post if you want to. The schema type, this is also none. You can change this, of course, we talked about this already. You can change it per post if you want, so just leave it on none. You can leave this off because it's alright. Link suggestions, yes, this is very good because RankMath will help us with our link suggestions. Our link suggestion titles, we should change it to focus keywords. I will help you with this in where we're going to optimize pages and posts, because it will use the right focus keyword for the link in the anchor, and that is very good for our link building. If you have no clue what link building is, please watch my video about the 3 pillars of SEO, because this will really help you out. The primary taxonomy will be categories, that is, okay, we add the SEO meta box, of course, bulk editing, it's enabled, and custom fields, we don't need it right now, but if you use custom fields, then you could add them right here. Alright, press Save Changes, and we go to the pages. Alright, you see that, here we go. This is the single page title default, how it will be entered. Remember again, you can change it per post, per page, but this is the way it's gonna work right now. That's okay. The excerpt is okay, none, this is all the same titles. Let's go to focus keywords and we press save changes. We can leave this all the same and go to projects. If you have projects, you can change them here. If you use the projects for, let's say, a portfolio, you can change this site name. So if you, for example, use the projects for a portfolio, which I often do, then you can change this to portfolio. You could make a single project description if you use it, for example, for your portfolio like this. We did an awesome job for title. See all details about the redecoration of title of the page and why they are happy clients after our visits. Now you can change it per project, but this is really handy if you just want to have a format for all your portfolio. And of course the title of your project will be the name of the project. So this will come in handy later on. Alright, let's go and press save changes. Alright, let's change the link suggestion titles to focus keywords and press save changes. And the categories is the same as the projects and pages. You can change this one and the descriptions and press save changes again. And tags is also the same. We don't use tags, so I'm just gonna leave this the way it is. And also for the project categories and the project tags, you can just change them the way you want. Alright, let's go to the sitemap settings. So the first thing we're gonna do with the sitemap is we're going to add it to Google. So we select the sitemap and we press copy link. And now you go to Search Console and we click on Sitemaps and we press paste. Now you remove the URL, so we have sitemap_index.xml and we press the submit button. Now what it now does, it says to Google that there is a sitemap on this website that will tell you, Googlebot spiders, how exactly where the pages are, when they are updated and how many they are. Press got it and you will see that it shows when it was submitted, when the last time it was read and the status of your sitemap. So the sitemap settings is just right here. You can exclude posts if you want to exclude some posts from your sitemap. I really don't know why you should want that, because you can also change it per post and per page, but you can add the IDs right here if you don't want to include them in your sitemap. You can change the settings if we do start to blogging, we should enable this one so the posts are also included in our sitemaps. We want the pages, yes, we don't want the media, and we don't have any projects, so we can just disable them all. Categories the same, tags, project tags. Just check all the settings, and if you're fine with them, press save changes and let's go to the next option, which is the 404 monitor. We have talked about this one, but this is the place where you can find all the hits with the 404 pages. I can recommend you to look at this one once a week to see if there are any 404 hits on your website. Let's go to redirections. This is the place where you can add redirections or you can delete them if they didn't function as the way intended. Redirections is also very handy if you want to create some affiliate links. Let me show you how it works with an example. Let's say I have a friend which has a house in Italy and I also want to write a blog post about it and recommend people to go to this beautiful palace in Italy. We press add new because in this post we have a link, an affiliate link to their website. So let's go to the Palace Italy and the destination URL is an affiliate link which looks like this. On booking.com. You can see it's a gigantic long URL. So if we add this redirection, we press add redirection, I can place in my website on any location a link to greenstay/Palace Italy and it will redirect them to this page. People will not see this target, they will see only greenstay.com/Palace Italy. This is the nicest way because people will not see they're leaving the website for an affiliate link, but they already clicked once they find out they're on booking.com. It's not misleading, but it is the nicest way to use affiliate links. Alright, we will not use them, so let's press the trash button. Let's go to Search Console. Well, we already did that, so when there are data sets, it will be filled in right here. So SEO analysis, we can start this when we have updated all pages and posts. Well, status and tools is just some information about all your website right here. And we have the help and support, which is also very handy if you need some help and you want some more information. Alright, that's all the options. Let's go optimizing our website. Let's start with the real deal. Awesome, you just set up RankMath the right way. The next thing on our list is how to optimize pages and posts. The first thing we will do, I want to teach you SEO. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna create a test blog post, and I will show you exactly how RankMath calculates the score that has been given to your page. After that one, we will take a look at some real pages on the same GreenStay website that we're also on, so you can get an idea how to optimize and how to use RankMath to optimize your own website. So are you ready? Let's go! Right side, in every post and every page you will see this little button from RankMath, and it is 4 out of 100 score. And as human as we are, we would like to have this score to go green and to get the 100 points. Well, this is more of a advice rather than a guarantee that you will rank top in Google. But we'll talk about that later. Press this button and here you will see the RankMath options. The first thing you should do with every page and every post is fill in your focus keyword. A focus keyword is that keyword that you want to make this page rank on. People search for a certain phrase or certain words and you want to rank on that keywords, and those keywords you will enter here as focus keywords. Now our focus keyword for this page is test. Press enter and focus keyword has been entered, and you see immediately that some things are changing in the score. We are also going to optimize real pages in just a minute, but I want to show you how RankMath calculates the score. Alright, so your focus keyword is test, and you'll see that immediately we get a hooray! You're using focus keyword in the SEO title. So your SEO title is this one. This is very important. And this is one rule of thumb: use your focus keyword on the front. Alright, we will see that later on with other pages on the GreenStay website. I will show you what it means when your focus keyword is on front. We gotta add focus keyword to your SEO meta description. Alright, the meta description is, which we added a snippet, this is the text below the title in Google. So we're gonna add this text to the description, and what you immediately see in this screen is that you have red bars and they go green or they go red. So I have entered this text and you see it is 161 characters. Well, Google doesn't really work with characters, they work with pixels, but it gives you a good idea of how long your text should be. So this is just a little bit too long, so I remove this question mark. And here you see that it's 161.16, it is full green. Alright, the permalink is test. Now the permalink could be longer, but this is fine because it really doesn't matter how long your permalink is. Just make sure that your focus keyword is in your permalink. What is a permalink? It is this, greenstayapartments.com/test. If I go change this, you'll see that this URL changes, but let's just leave it like this. What is our title? Our title is Test GreenStay Served Apartments. This is what we used as a format early on while changing the settings of RankMath. This all looks good, so we can close it right here. You will see when we are optimizing real pages, you will get the hang of this, but I first want to show you this. Alright, the focus keyword used inside the meta description, hooray, is green. The focus keyword is also used in the URL, yes, it's true. Use focus keyword at the beginning of your content. So what we need is every successful page has content. How much? Content should be 600 and 2500 words long. And Google needs some context to determine what this text is about, and you have to make sure that it is unique and valuable for your readers or your visitors. Alright, let's create some texts. And here you see that there something is happening. The focus keyword is found in the context, it appears in the first 10% of the context, and the content is 709 words long. That is a very good job. Let's continue, because context and text is important, but also the hierarchy of the text is important, as you have seen in my tutorial about the 3 pillars of SEO, that how your hierarchy is built up on your page is important. Alright, but let's go to this one. This one is all good. The focus keyword is not found in the subheading. That is exactly what I meant. So let's create a subheading right here. This is H2, H3, H2, H3, H3. As you can see, I didn't enter the focus keyword in all subheadings because it will be over optimized, and RankMath will say that it's over optimized and it's not good. Alright, the basic SEO is good. The focus keyword found in the subheadings. Check. We have to add an image with your focus keyword as alt text. Let's do that right now. The image is called Test RankMath Logo. Why test in front? Well, our focus keyword has to be in front, so that's okay. Okay, then we go to the block settings of this image and we change the alt text to Test RankMath Logo. Press update. We go back to RankMath, and here we see that on the second, the focus keyword is found on an image in an alt attribute. Okay, awesome. So this is the way the score is adding up. You see we are 66 points of the 100. So images are good on your website, of course. The keyword density is 0.55. It could be a little bit more, so we just enter a little bit test somewhere here, and you'll see that the number is going up, 0.83 in test. Of course, you don't optimize a real website this way, just fill in your focus keywords somewhere, but for this test page we can do that. In a few minutes we will go to real pages and see how it works with real live pages. Alright, the keyword density is now 1.23, and that is way better than 0.5. So we get a green check mark. That's awesome. We get a better score. The score is 70 now out of 100. Okay, we need to link out to external resources. Do follow links pointing to external resources, and we need internal links. Alright, because internal link building is very important. So we go to our word test and let's create a link. Let's see what happens when we link out to another test page. First we're gonna do our own page, the contacts page, that's right, and we see yes, you are linking to other resources on your website, which is great. Okay, let's go and make an outbound link to this one, and I want this link to go to https rankmath.com. Alright, press enter. Here we go, we are on 81 of the 100. Additional all is good. We go to the title readability. Your focus keyword used at the beginning of the title. So what is RankMath saying right here about the title? Your title doesn't contain a positive or negative sentiment, doesn't contain a power word, and your site title doesn't contain a number. To be honest, this is an advice, and normally in practical manners you won't use it very much, because let me show you what happens when I make my title this. A test with 5 free tips that will really help you out. You can see that my score is all good right now in title readability, but maybe I don't want a number in my title. Then I can score those points. Then maybe I don't want a power word like free, and maybe I don't want a positive like help you out. Maybe I don't want that in my text. Again, these are just advices, so now you know what this will rank. If you press the question mark, you will read more about this, and RankMath explains all this on their blog if you want to know more about power words and positive or negative sentiments and numbers in your SEO title. Okay, let's go to the last 2 of them. Right, it says use a table of contents to break down the text, and at least 1 paragraph is long. Well, I think they mean this one, so I just press enter. And here we go, we are using short paragraphs. Why is that important? Well, short paragraphs read easier for visitors. That's true, so they have a good point right there. Your content contains images and or videos. Well, it is not green, so what they really would like is you to add a video or another image. And now when we add 2 images more, you'll see it's turning green. If I add another image or an icon or a video, it will be green in total. And what do they mean with this? Well, the table of content is just a check to see if you use any of these plugins that will create a content, like Google may include a jump to link in the SERP. Like, really honest, I don't really think that it has to be done with a plugin. You can also do it manual. By that said, it only has to be done with content that is really, really big. For our example, this is just a simple one page that you can read through, and it's just really simple. You don't really need a navigational menu that will help you to go to other pages. However, if you have single one page layout, for example, one page website, and the website is pretty long, it's a really long page with 3000 words, for example, then such a plugin will be really useful. Alright, so now we know how we can get the scores, but this is just a test. Now you understand a little bit how RankMath tests your website and where this is based on. Now let's dive into the real pages to see how we can optimize our website for the real content. We're gonna build a landing page especially to draw visitors from Google to our website. We are in Eindhoven and the apartment business. To get some more ideas, we use the Keyword Planner Ideas tool from Google. So here we go. Now you see that you have to look carefully at the search intention, because when someone's looking for housing in Eindhoven, they are not really looking for to rent an apartment for sightseeing like greenstay.com. Rent a room in Eindhoven is also not the right search intention for us. So short stay apartments Eindhoven, that might be interesting. So let's copy that one. So we're gonna add these keywords to the keyword planner, and let's see what the volume is on those keywords. We select this one to max out. And we'll see that apartments Eindhoven, let's sort it on the clicks. Short stay apartments Eindhoven. That's really interesting because it has the most impressions of all these keywords. Alright, we're gonna use this one to optimize our page for short stay apartments Eindhoven, because a short stay is exactly what GreenStay is offering. Alright, we're gonna copy this one, we're going to the website, and we're gonna add this to this focus keyword in RankMath right here. We press enter, and here we have our focus keyword, short stay apartments Eindhoven. Let's change the title to short stay apartments Eindhoven. Eindhoven is with a capital. And of course, don't forget to change your slug or your URL also to the exactly same thing. And we press update, and let's optimize this website to what we want to do. We're going to edit this page with the Divi Builder. Alright, here we have our beautiful page with a slider, with some pictures. We only have the basics, the apartments that GreenStay is offering at Eindhoven. So, what do we want to do first? First, we're gonna start top bottom. We're gonna change this slider. First of all, we're gonna change this title text to something that covers our focus keyword. The focus keyword is short stay apartments Eindhoven. Let's make this title exactly the same. Short stay apartments Eindhoven. Check availability and pricing. I think that's an awesome call to action. Discover the great location of the apartments. No, let's change that to we have 3 great apartments in Eindhoven for your short stay. And we save this one, and I am happy with this one. So the admin label is also this. So I'm happy with this one, so that's okay. Let's add another slide. With the exact same text, that's okay, but just with a different background image. Okay, remember that what you can see in the alt text is this text is rent apartment Eindhoven City 2. We can do better than that. So we're gonna change, we're gonna save this image to our computer, and we're gonna re-upload it with another name. So what we do, I open this image in my browser, and we're gonna save image as, and I'm going to upload it back to my website, but this time with a different title and a different alt tag, because the text is now short stay apartments Eindhoven, our focus keyword, city view, green stay. That's awesome because it contains our focus keyword in the file name, also in the alt text and the title, and we press upload an image. So for the visitor it is invisible, and for Google it is just something extra to add to our focus keyword. Alright, we're gonna save this one because I'm happy with this one. Now for the text, we do not have a lot of text right here, we only have these things. So we're gonna need a text with our focus keyword in it. Let's add a section right here that's gonna give us some text. We're gonna make it 2 columns. And we're going to add some text. We're gonna make some storytelling text just to get our visitor on the page. I've added 2 paragraphs of text, and let me show you what happens right now on this page when you search for Eindhoven. I've added this keyword for 5 times in this place. When you look for short stay, I have added it 3 times in these 2 paragraphs. When you look at apartment, I have added it also 3 times in these 2 paragraphs. Now, does the text still read like it's meant for humans? Well, let's see. You wake up on your luxury bed, ready to enjoy an awesome day in the city of Eindhoven. When you walk down the streets in a beautiful city, a feeling comes to mind that this short stay in Eindhoven is really a dream come true. You would be happy if this dream just lasts a little bit longer, and you know you are very welcome to do so. Our luxury short stay apartments Eindhoven really does the job. Sightseeing? No problem at all. Shopping? Excellent idea. With your apartment right in the city center of Eindhoven, you can't go wrong. Did you know our apartments are all eco-friendly and serviced? In this way, your short stay in Eindhoven will be awesome. Alright, so this is an example of the text you can add in your website with just some more text and paragraphs to make it more in line with your focus keyword to make this page rank. We go to the next thing, this image right here. Is it optimized for Google? Well, I don't think so. Let's see what it is. It is this image. It is just apartment1 scaled.jpg. Of course, this we need to change. So we're going to download this picture to our computer and we're going to upload it with another file name. As you can see, I changed the file name to short stay apartments Eindhoven inside apartment.jpg. And the alt text, like, make it inside the apartment. Press upload an image and we're gonna save this right here. So can we change another thing about the text? Well, maybe if we want to do this, and if you can, why not? Let's change. This is a, let me see, this is a H3. So we're gonna change it to luxury 1 bedroom short stay apartment Eindhoven. You see what I'm doing right here? I'm adding those keywords to these titles. Now it is discussable if this is still logical for your visitors. Looks a little bit better now, it is down there. So, but if I add it also down here, short stay apartment, we're also gonna add it right here. And I'm also gonna add it right here. I think there is too little text on this page for optimization, but let's see what RankMath says. It says the focus keyword is not found in your SEO meta description. That is true because we didn't add it, so let's add it right here. So the description is now too long, the title is too long, so we're gonna delete this service apartment. This is good, the permalink is good, it's green. This is the description, let's enter the keyword in the description. And remember, focus keyword first, so we're gonna make it this short stay apartments Eindhoven. Discover our service, beautiful eco-friendly apartments in the city center of Eindhoven. Enjoy the city in our apartments. So we have apartments right like 3 times in the description. Maybe that's a little bit too much, but alright, let's just keep it this way and press this button and update the page. Now, as you see, it says the focus keyword doesn't appear at the beginning of your content. We already have it here in the slider and we have it here in the text, so we can safely ignore that message. So what else advice do we got from RankMath? Our focus keywords found in the content, thank you very much. It's the good length, alright, great. Focus keyword is not found in subheadings. Alright, let's add it right there. We're just gonna duplicate this section Just gonna copy it and we're gonna place it right here below this one, and we're gonna rewrite it to get some other text, and we're gonna make it a questions. Why short stay apartments in Eindhoven? Alright, that's awesome. We're just gonna duplicate this one and we're going to make it here. This is why you should rent a short stay apartment in Eindhoven. Alright, we're gonna save it, and of course we're gonna change this text later on because now it's exactly the same. And we go back to Rank Math, and now it says yes, focus keywords are found in the subheadings. Alright, add an image with your focus keyword as alt text. We already did it, so we can safely ignore this one. I think there are still some compatibility issues with Divi and Rank Math, so they'll be working on that very soon. The keyword density is 0.47. It appears 8 times. That is a little bit low, so we can add them also. We're gonna link out to external resources, of course, add do follow links, add internal links. Well, I think you really get the picture. I can do all these optimizations, but you already saw what's happening right here. So by using these things, we still know what to do. As I told you, this is just an advice. You can always change it, but for this thing, I think I'm very happy with this page. A good question is, how do we get link value to that landing page we just created? Well, one method is using your footer on your website. And you can just add your landing pages right here. Of course, this is a little bit ugly, so we're gonna change this to white and make it a little bit smaller. And you could add your landing pages in the footer right here. So all your pages of your website will drive link value to those landing pages we have just created. That is one way, and in combination with external link building, those pages will rank higher in Google. So with SEO, you just have to keep in mind that Rank Math is only giving you some advices, as you did see on the tutorial. Now I want to stress you that you should not over-optimize your website. We have to write your pages for people, not for search engines. That is the most important thing, because what use is it if people come to your website but they don't convert, they don't buy anything, they don't rent any apartments, or they don't stay around? It is useless. So keep that in mind, optimize for people. I hope I helped you out with this tutorial of Rank Math, and now you can make a start with SEO. If you have questions, please leave them in the comments and I will be glad to answer them, because I just love SEO and love helping you out. If you like this video, hit that like button so I know we're on the right track. Alright, if you want to see more videos, hit that subscribe button, and if you didn't see the keyword research or the 3 pillars of SEO, watch them right now, because you need the context to go further with your website. Have an awesome day.